How's it going, everyone? Welcome to New Series Day. Today we are starting the Miskatonic, which I want to continue the whole Cthulhu idea I had. And there's Miskatonic logo right there. Just move my head out of the way a little bit. So it's a really weird looking point and click, not really point and click, more of a visual novel actually. Game available over on Steam. I got it for really cheap actually. I think it was like $2.99 during one of the sales, but it looked so freaking cute and creepy at the same time. Marie Peanut Butter. Bonjour, wee children. My name is Marie Peanut Butter, head of Occult Science at the Miskatonic University. Ours is the most prestigious institution of dark magic, the occult, and all of the strange ghoulies that live in your peripheral vision. I am here today to tell you a story about a little girl that ruined everything. But ruining everything gives you the opportunity to make everything better. Wee wee? What's that? You ask why I have a giant hand sticking out of my head? I wasn't gonna be rude and ask, but yeah, okay. Well, that is because I am French. It is a thing we have, so no funny business, we. You'll learn about the strange things people are afflicted through throughout the story. After all, you'll think my hand head is cute and adorable, as you should. But first, let me describe to you the state of the world prior to that witch girl that ruined everything. Do not fret, you probably know this already, we. So, you're aware of the giant aliens that we call gods and the cultists that worship them, no? Then let me tell you. So it seems like, before I advance in this, it seems like we lost during the whole Cthulhu thing that happened during Call of Cthulhu, and they invaded and took over. Some worship Cthulhu, the giant man octopus dragon thing. His cults teach eternal patience, waiting for Cthulhu to come to them so that he can destroy the world. Rude. I like her already. Some worship Yog-Sothoth, the outer-dimensional god of knowledge. These smarty brains try to build portals to let him come here, but that would destroy the world too. Not so smarty. Most humans, like our witch girl, worship Shub-Niggotha, known as the All-Mother. Even cultists for other gods will pray to Shub-Niggotha at the time of their spells and rituals. That's because Shub-Niggotha is the goddess of humanity. Her cult preach love and compassion among everyone. Very lovely, we. But, like our witch girl, some can be blinded by the desire for harmony. There are some that would take offense at the naive notion that all humans are loving and God. Not so lovely. Okay, so you know of gods now, we? So let's talk a small bit about the humans of the world. Some countries have been more affected than others by the strange happenings of the universe. For example, in Canada. Yetis. Thousands of them. But the Canadians are well prepared. Yeti invasions are considered a national pastime. Bring the family, we'll shoot some Yetis. This is what our French call an English person. Notice the sharp teeth, purple blush, and big ugly face. A couple decades ago, it was discovered that a huge percentage of the English nobility were actually cannibals, breeding humans in underground caves like livestock. Everyone in England went crazy when it was found out, so now they're all cannibals too. Apparently the Scottish just found it hilarious. I love it, it's so cute and weird. So yeah, you'll notice I'm pushed over a little more to the right than I normally am because I want to try to get as much of the text up for everyone. This one is also my boyfriend, so no touching his ugly face, we? These little fellas are called Australians. When the Shoggoths left Antarctica, they came across a big island filled with lovely delicious humans. But these humans didn't want to be devoured, and even when half dissolved in the Shoggoths' bellies, the humans would punch and kick and smash balls inside them, making the Shoggoths very uncomfortable. So instead of trying to eat them, the Shoggoths formed this cute little symbiotic relationship with the Australians, granting them immortality in exchange for less punching, so the little Shanes and Sheilas can happily booze and barbecue away for all eternity. This is called an American. Note the city haircut and gigantic bum. Specifically, this is the American that our story revolves around, that little witch girl that ruined everything. How can you tell she's a witch? Why, there are many clues. Examples, the pasty skin, a symptom of spending her days asleep and her nights dancing naked in the rain with her coven to conjure strange hexes. Also, the little black choker thing. It's the closest thing to a uniform they get. And also, she doesn't wash. Are you gonna make me look like a dumbass in the story? Because it was only like 20% my fault. Our story begins with our smelly dumbass being briefed on university's secret protocols after just being hired as a security guard for the Occult Science building. But on her first assignment, she discovers that all is not as it seems at the prestigious school. Thanks, nutsack. Alright, so now we start doing the creepy news. Now, Miss LeStrange, you understand that as a security agent, your off-site assignments are to be kept in the strictest confidence, even from other members of the facility, and especially the students. You also understand that as a security agent, you'll be in very real danger, both from physical harm and mental corruption. You understand that your body is subject to mutation at any point during your employment and residence in Arkham. Rad. And finally, you understand that as the University of Occult Science, you are obliged to assist us with research regarding your supposed magic eyes, and failure to comply will result in your immediate dismissal. Sure. Well then, Miss LeStrange. Welcome to the Miskatonic University. Oh, that's a good reaction. Awesome! I gotta think of a voice. You must be the new security guard, Charlotte, right? Yep, that's me. Great, I'm Johnny, head of internal security. I'll be giving you a tour of the building and you'll be patrolling. Then I'll show you to your quarters. Ready to go? Sure. Well, you'll be working here in the Occult Science building. You're a witch, right? Have you dabbled in any occult science? Well, I'm pretty good at the occult stuff, though mostly I use it for errands and favors for folks. Plus a few hexes, curses, blights, just to keep up that witchy appearance. Blood in the jam, bones in the sponge cake, cats in the mush, phallus in a tiny streaming vestigial face. Normal stuff. Well, we do things a little differently here this way. Or, I think, here, this way. Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous looking. Awesome. This is the Ethereum, where our students can perform experiments on Necronomicon. The creatures act as a shield to the outside world, keeping any experiments sterile and quarantining any unexpected summonings. Hi! Hello. We didn't know it could do that. Did you try talking to him? You are going to provide some much-needed common sense around here, Charlotte. This building also houses the Corporeum, a surgical theater where our students can perform vivisections and autopsies on otherworldly creatures. Ah, speaking of which, this is Eddie, one of our monster hunters. Thanks to him, our Corporeum professors have been able to gather more information on living horrors than any other time in university history. The trick is to figure out where its face is, and then commence repeated punching. Who's the new girl? This is Charlotte LeStrange, a witch from the Chesuncook Coven. She'll be working security for us building. Hi. Looking after us rascals, eh? Well, just give me a clip round the back of the head if you want to see me slacking off, then I'll get to work. Eh? Big stuff. I've been known to whip some ass with my big muscles. There you go. Come around the shop. You want to see what me and the lads wrangled up the other day. You witches like nightmares, right? Sure. Well, the fun ones anyway. Like when your teeth fall out and you smooth them off with sandpaper to make a lovely necklace. Or when you're running down a corridor in slow motion with a bunch of hands coming out of the carpet and grabbing your ankles, and you finally stop to ask them what they want, and it turns out your shoelaces were untied and they were just super concerned for your safety. Or when you're at school and you stand up in class but you forget your pants and you're embarrassed, but everyone compliments your butt. Well, you're a bloody weird one, Charlotte, so you'll fit right in here. Don't let my sister catch wind of you. She won't leave you alone. You're telling stories like that. Ah, and here's our curator of Corporeum, Miss Marie Peanut Butter. She used to be a void shaman from Paris before coming to work with us. As fun as satisfying the void is, my true passion lies in discovering how things work, at least when they are dead. Groovy. What's a void shaman? You know, those dark thoughts just have sometimes, for seemingly no reason. The ones that tell you to jump at the edge of a cliff, or rob the bank when cashing a paycheck, or dropkick a grandma through a stained glass church window at a funeral. Oh yeah, I get those all the time. Well, those are not your thoughts. A few hundred years ago, the French aristocracy's way of life was so decadent and whim-filled, their unbridled sauciness only went and summoned a bloody hedonism god. Damn thing lives under the Paris catacombs, communicates telepathically with people all over the world, urging them to give in to their darkest whims. Oh, that was Eddie. Shoot. The French get the worst, so these there shamans take it upon themselves to do the dark deeds so the rest of France doesn't have to. Must be a right giggle. My last act as shaman before coming here, I took my clothes off, covered myself in lemon cake and green food coloring, and terrorized a local village as a delicious swamp monster. I quite enjoyed that one. Shall we press on with the tour? Sure. Bye, you guys. So, not to be rude, but judging from the bandaged up arms and the sick eye scar and the terror lines in your hair, I'm getting the impression that security work here is, you know, a little dangerous. Oh, no, not for you. At least, not for you at least. The Occult Science building is probably the safest on campus. Because if anything went wrong in this building, we'd all be dead to notice. Don't listen to her. She's just a little jealous that the new girl gets the cushy gig while she's stuck in a math department. What happens in the math department? What doesn't happen in the math department? There's nothing so cold, so unforgiving, so dark as the mathematicians. The universe is naught but an equation, they shriek, behind their burnt hair and sludge-tainted cardigans. One that can be solved. But how do you solve an equation with dozen screaming children being ingested by a black swirling chasm of teeth and clawing hands opened at the far end of the classroom by one of their damnable equations? Damn you, young Henry. Carry that damn too. Just there's so many like really weird lines that just get thrown in. And then the blank stare from Charlotte's great. And Johnny. So let's carry on with the tour. Next up is the library. Awesome. Each building hosts a small library dedicated to researching and documenting the subjects that the building's students are studying. Here in the Occult Science building, we keep an original copy of the Necronomicon as well as translated copies for our foreign exchange students. That's a lot of knowledge. Ah, and here's our librarian. Charlotte, meet Miss Emily Saccharin. Hi, I love your mask. I didn't know you guys had a Shoggoth here and a tame one too. Oh, Emily isn't a Shoggoth. She just had a small accident with the Necronomicon a while ago. Ended up like this. But our occult science has learned an awful lot about what happens with these tomes of black knowledge when you spill your soy, no whip, iced caramel macchiato, 2 shots hazelnut on them. Huh? Sure, it looks like a Shoggoth. Purple, moderately adorable with a hint of terrifying. Well, that's Necronomicon for you. It's funny. Spilling a non-flat frappuccino with extra whipped cream and chocolate sauce just turns you into a puddle of loose bones and blood. Still, hasn't stopped Emily from performing her duties. Eh, Emily? Shall we press on? Okay, nice to meet you, Emily. Charlotte, this is Lindsay of Dunwich, our Yog Shoggoth consultant. She tells us quite a lot about the outer dimensions during her time here. Lizzie, Charlotte's the new security witch. Oh, he's so cute! Oh, Lizzie's my favorite character now. Are you the sort of witch that does that naked thing in the rain, or the sort of witch that does the lucky charms and big hats? The rain kind. You and me are gonna get along. Yes. Oh, I love her, so cute. So, like, how come I can't... What are you? I'm a Lizzie. What are you? No, I mean, why do you look like a shadow, or part of my eyeball has stopped working? It's because humans can't see because they already afraid of me and my sister's appearances. Everything else can see me, so my doggies are all tail-tucked whenever I go near them. Lizzie is an example of a mental phenomenon found only in humans known as cerebral voiding. It's a trick by the brain to preserve the sanity of its carrier. When a person comes across sights too horrible to comprehend, their brain refuses to render it, instead showing a black silhouette in place of the sight itself. Essentially, instead of Lizzie's insanity-inducing true form, your brain is protecting you by showing a shadow instead. But I saw that interviewer, no problem. The guy whose face was just teeth and gums, and the girl with the hand sticking out of her head, and Emily, the librarian. Yep, Lizzie and her Dunwichian sisters are all in a league of their own when it comes to horrific appearances. We sent a lot of students to the asylum trying to figure her out. That is awesome. Yes. Here's our head of catering, Mrs. Roth. She can cook anything with 3 or more legs. Yep. Hi. Oh, look at your witches, all skin and bones. You just let one of my old gremlins know what fills your tongue and I'll whip it up. What's the humanitarian dish for today? Oh, Mrs. Roth, actually. That's the other one. Dave from accounting, my dearest. Ooh, pork sandwiches. Yummy, yummy, yum. So, Nutty Annie is a different one. Got it. We employ a small staff of cannibals from England. Eddie in the Corporium and Annie being 2 of them. They only eat fresh accidental deaths with the family's consent. Usually. Oh, I get it. Humanitarian. It's funny. Well, once you're done with Johnny's little tour, let me know and I'll make you breakfast. You're making her into breakfast? Let me have the ours portion. We'll make a stick and kidney pie. Big old witch rump. You ain't eating no rump, Annie. Your little horse got poor old Dave. Oh, come on. Let me have your ugly feet, huh? Nice and lean, covered in flavor, and entirely useless. Look at them all the way down there. When I'm done with them? Great. Let me get a little appetizer, eh? A little lick between the toesies, pre-bunched snacklet. How about it? Don't encourage her, dear. She'll be crawling over till your feet fall off. My bad. Speaking of cannibals.
Good morning, Miskatonic. It's your favorite morning announcer, Mindy in the Morning, bringing you all the Miskatonic morning announcements as and when I see fit. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon, so let's get started. Those of you students that have volunteered for the submerged Necronomicon mutant testing, that has unfortunately been called off by Professor Baxter on the grounds that the school swimming pool is now alive. Lunch today will be turgid and depressing. And will the owner of a white... Child, please report to the reception office. It's currently being towed.
What was that? That's Mindy, the morning announcer. Does she do that a lot? Perpetually. You seem pretty comfortable around this stuff, Charlotte. Oh, I grew up in Maine. Not as many mutated folks, but they make up for a lot of the goofy supernatural happenings. Hey, Charlie. Thirst was looking for you. Thanks, Gasm. Come on, Charlotte. I gotta make a quick stop off. What happened to her? Oh, that's Chasm, one of our portal diver team. They usually work out at Dunwich, coming back to write reports on expeditions. When they come back, of course. So, let me make a quick stop and I'll show you to your room. Oh, Johnny, so this is the strange girl, the crumbler, the ruiner. Wow, look at this guy. I like how your coat melts into the floor. Yeah, this is Charlotte. This is Dr. Thirst Valentine, the head of Occult Science and the discoverer of residual evil. His work taught the university about the lingering nature of documenting malicious entities. Essentially, he figured out why seemingly innocuous writings could summon horrific creatures or cast terrible curses. It is why the books bleed. That's cool. I had a book that kept growing teeth and screaming and whatnot. It was my diary, though. Excellent. I shall inform my colleagues of your arrival. We will merrily indulge in the popped corn. Ta-ta. I like him. You know, you've come highly recommended, Charlotte. Oh yeah? By who? Charlotte! I can't believe they finally hired my tiny baby monster! Roman, what are you doing here? Got me some gainful employment, teaching kids about old school dark magic. None of this occult science in my class. What have they got you teaching? Oh, you know, I'm in security, keeping folks safe, wandering the halls, swinging a comically large keychain, bopping folks on the head with a flashlight, top secret missions, stuff like that. Pretty on point hiring selection, if you ask me. Heh, yeah, safety. That's definitely a keyword when I think of Charlotte LeStrange and her magic eyeballs. Hey, those cats turned inside out on their own. I sneezed. Hush, here comes. Well, speaking of cosmic abominations, I gotta go teach a bunch of 18-year-olds how to turn blood into peanut butter by dancing in the rain. You're gonna love it here, Charlotte. The Miskatonics is one big like-minded community, all working towards making the world a better place, just like our coven. Come find me when you got some time off. There was nothing cosmic about them, Roman. They were just cats with their bones on the outside. They got better. So you two are in some kind of cult? Sort of. We're witch cultists of Shub-Nagoth. Essentially, we believe that since the universe is filled with crazy, awful bullshit, that humans should be nice and loving to each other. Some of us, like the Cult of the Black Sun, have these awesome bake sales for our neighborhoods, whereas others, like the Cult of Loveliness, hunt and slaughter encroaching monsters to protect our hometown. We're sort of a goth Girl Scouts. What about you, witches? We take all our clothes off and dance in the rain. Typical witchy stuff, but we use black music to do nice things for the townsfolk. Body snatching birth babies to make them crawl their mom. Summon and fix her pixies when a guy's leg falls off. Using transmutation circles as portals for when the trash collectors want a week off. Stuff like that. Wait a minute. The Cult of the Black Sun do bake sales? And the Cult of Loveliness are monster hunters? What, does the Cult of Kill Murder Death plant gardens or something? Oh, you mean the Cult of Fetid Retribution? No, those guys deliver meals to old ladies. And what was that about magic eyes? Oh, don't worry about that. I just do this. Oh, Jesus. That's crazy. I love it. I mean, yeah, that's... Why is this still going? Do I have to click? Okay, it's still going. Do I click in the eyes to do something? And sometimes weird stuff happens in people's minds. Usually I forget something or get an eye twitch. As long as I don't use it on little animals, it's pretty harmless. Okay, so let's keep going. Alright, I'm going to call that there for the first episode. So I hope you guys all are enjoying this. This is a really weird and cute game that I'm actually really enjoying, and I was looking forward to playing it it's the only reason I suffered through Call of Cthulhu, to be completely honest. And I really liked the art style, the comedy of the thumbnails I saw looked good, so I'm really interested in it. So I hope you guys are too. If you are, let me know in the comments down below. I really do appreciate it. If you can give me a suggestion for gameplay in the future, or leave a thumbs up, that's awesome. And make sure you're subscribed to get updates on latest new content or go live while live streaming. And as always, have a great day. Remember to burn bright. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Wow.